Before Spider-Man. Before New York. Before radioactive spiders.
Before newspapers blamed him for everything.
Humanity had barely figured out that hitting things with rocks was a valid survival strategy.
We're talking 10,000 BC.
No internet, no electricity, no taxes, no deodorant, no pants.
Somewhere in a damp cave lived Pete.
Not Peter Parker.
Pete was 17, skinny, awkward, terrible at hunting.
And unfortunately for him, Flash Thompson still existed. Well, Stone Age Flash. Same personality, different equipment. Instead of football, he just threw spears really hard and bullied smaller people for entertainment. One day Pete was out gathering berries, which, by the way, was Stone Age code for congratulations, you are too weak to hunt mammoths. Pete didn't mind. Mammoths were huge. They had tusks, attitude problems, and enough body weight to turn a teenager into prehistoric toothpaste, so berry duty it was. Everything was peaceful. Birds chirping, wind blowing, a tiny spider sitting on a rock, minding its own business, living its best life. Then Pete accidentally puts his hand down. Chomp! The spider bites him, and immediately regrets every life decision it ever made, because unlike future spiders, this one wasn't radioactive, it wasn't special, it was just some random spider. Pete looked down and continued picking berries. Greatest superhero origin ever. That night, Pete wakes up, not because of nightmares, not because he had to pee, but because every hair on his body suddenly stood up. Something felt wrong, really wrong. The kind of wrong your brain notices before your eyes do. Pete sits up, heart racing, and hears it. Outside, heavy breathing, slow footsteps. A saber-tooth tiger. 40 feet away. Pete immediately starts screaming. Everyone wakes up, and seconds later, the tiger attacks. Luckily, the tribe drives it away, but now everyone is staring at Pete. How did you know? Pete stares back. I don't know. I had bad cave vibes. Nobody knows what that means, but it sounds spiritual enough, so everyone accepts it. The next morning, Pete slips near the cave entrance, panics, accepts death, and then doesn't fall. He's hanging upside down on the ceiling like a very confused bat. Ah! Pete screams. Nobody knows what's happening. Pete tries getting down. Instead, he crawls across the entire cave ceiling. Children cry. Grandmothers pray. One old guy throws soup at him. Nothing helps. Eventually, Pete falls into a pile of mammoth poop, which really ruined the magical moment. Pete soon discovers something else. He's strong. Accidentally strong. He picks up a stone pot, crushes it, opens a door, breaks the door. Then Pete gets ambitious. What if I swing? Unfortunately, web shooters won't exist for another 10,000 years, so vines will have to do. Attempt number 1. Tree. Face. Attempt number 2. Rock. Face. Attempt number 3. Ground. Face. By attempt 11, Pete had discovered an important scientific principle, gravity. Still undefeated. Eventually, Pete becomes cocky. And honestly, who wouldn't? He can climb walls, sense danger, punch rocks, and Flash Thompson can't bully him anymore because Flash once tried and accidentally flew into a bush. Best day of Pete's life. Soon, Pete starts showing off, doing flips, climbing trees, winning races, getting attention, and ignoring responsibilities. Then one day, a hunting party goes out. Pete was supposed to watch the ridge. Instead, he was busy showing children how to walk upside down. Because priorities. And that's when another tribe attacked. Chaos erupted, spears flying, people screaming, and in the confusion, Uncle Ben died protecting everyone. Pete arrived too late. For the first time in his life, nobody laughed, nobody cheered, nobody called him wall boy, just silence. Then his uncle's final words came. Translated from ancient caveman language, they roughly meant, just because you can punch a mammoth doesn't mean you should be an idiot. Beautiful, wise, and somehow exactly what Pete needed. Pete buried him at sunrise, said nothing. There was nothing left to say. After that, Pete changed. No more showing off, no more tricks, no more stupidity. Well, less stupidity. He made himself a mask from animal hide, mostly for secrecy, but also because people kept touching his face and asking where the spider bit him. Personal space hadn't been invented yet. Pete became the protector of the tribe. Predators? Gone. Raiders? Gone. Angry wolves? Also gone. Flash Thompson? Still annoying. Some things truly never change. Stories spread around campfires. People whispered about the wall boy, the spirit climber, the eight-legged hunter. Parents told children about him. Hunters swore they saw him leap across cliffs. Nobody really knew if he existed.